Welcome to Texas, chat. All right, T7, prepare for landing.
Texas sun, oh yeah. Texas sun, caressing you from Fort Worth to Amarillo. Well, come on, roll with me to the sun dips low. Texas sun. Texas sun, oh girl. Texas sun. When I'm far from home and the cold winds blow, stuck out somewhere, the folks I don't know. 'Cause you keep me nice and you keep me warm. Wanna feel you on me, can't wait to get back. Texas sun, Texas sun, Texas sun. You say you like the wind blowing through your hair. Well, come on, roll with me till the sun goes down. Texas sun.
Hello, traders. Welcome to the stream. This is the final stream from Texas, Houston, Texas. It's been fun, but it's a little hot here. All right, and so not so hot though on the stock market, the crypto market, anything really. It is bad. Banks especially, really bad. Banks look like they're about to make multi-year lows or 52-week lows, or they're going to go retest the March lows, right? So not looking too hot, man. But you can't be that surprised with the run that's been going on for the past, 7.5 months now, literally, to this date. So Bitcoin didn't really move much. It's only down 0.78%. It's not a big deal. And it's just sideways stuck like it's been for months. But, mother of God, these altcoins, holy crap, dude. Talk about jokes. I mean, these are jokes, dude. How about YFII? YFII? Yeah, the target area is still there. I mean, I haven't even looked at this in probably a few months because there's just no point in looking at most altcoins anymore because they're terrible assets. They're jokes. So they're not tradable. There's no liquidity in the market. There are other markets that are superior to try to make money by speculating via traditional technical analysis, managing your risk, right? So a target that has been that way ever since the fateful date of May 11th when buyers were unable to keep the price propped above that ice line from November of 2020. It was 340. That is still the target, but it's just been, a while. All right, so it looks like I was here in June. Mid-June was the last time I was here. All right, so that's 53% downside. Well, you got, my God, almost half of it today. Shit 340. Who even cares after that? Who cares now? I mean, really. Joke. OXT that have been doing okay, whatever. It's like, wow, OXT, it's a joke. This is, yep, it's gonna run up, probably make a lower high, and then dump again, make lower lows. That's it. You got I mean, what more could you ask for in a bear trend? An undeniable, very real bear trend. Lower highs, lower lows for a very long time. Right? The whole like rule is in the downtrend, if you identify a bullish reversal of sorts, it would if it's reliable, which it probably won't be, it's going to underperform. This performed pretty well, believe it or not. I mean, that was a huge markup very fast, but then within a matter of days, it is, from its highest high. That's why FOMOing so brutal, down almost 40% in less than a week. So heading back down to probably test 5 cents again. All that happened was the lowest high of the entire downtrend. And a formal bearish backtest of what was once resistance from March of 2020. It is now resistance, right? Support is flipping to resistance after pretty much just making your lowest low in human history. Yeah. So par for the course, for real, on OXT. And unfortunately, I mean, good stuff, cool story, bro, on OXT, actually respecting the TA to a degree. You got stuff like Dash, destroyed. I mean, that support that was being held, nope, broken. No one wants this crap, man. This is junk. Comp couldn't hold support either, right? We were looking at it yesterday. It's like, man, I mean, like buyers are trying to. Who are the buyers? I mean, there's probably 5 people buying, but people. I mean, these buyers tried to keep the price probably above $54, which was a swing low, swing high, a couple times in history, swing low in July. Look, it was formally back tested at support before it ran to the next resistance, and then there was too much supply there, and then it was confirmed that it was resistance, reconfirmed, and then it dumped. And now you're just getting near that 200 moving average, and target's $43 here. But, most part, just Chop City. I mean, Chop City for well over a year now on comp. Wow. Amazing. Storage. Bye-bye, storage. I mean, you think, hey, dude, it's like, look, there's this level that you cannot argue with. It's there. I can't help it. It's not my opinion. The people that make the market did this a long time ago. We're just here to identify. 2017. It was a swing lows. Then it was a swing high. And it was obviously a level of resistance. And then it became support again. You know it's there. What happened today? The sellers broke that support. Very, very bad. There is, yes, in December and in June, miraculous rallies occurred kind of in the middle of nowhere. I mean, I guess you could try to say the buyers defended this high from February 2020 and even the low from September 2018. But I think the asset staying below 28 cents too long on storage is going to turn into 12 cents. Really sucks. Yep. I mean, dude, we'll entertain it. We'll look at it and say, hey, it sits there July 24th to now for almost a month, and then broken today. Here's Dash into the freaking floor. I mean, Dash into retest the 113 from June 7th. This was a big deal, man. This wasn't a joke. This was the COVID crash low. As it had been defended before in November of last year. It was attempting to be defended again, reconfirmed the validity as support, and no, it's not. It's actually failed now. Failed stuff. Okay. Very bad. And guess what? All these ones that could have been okay, we'll keep our eye on it. I mean, maybe they hold. Let's catch some impulse candles. Let's catch engulfing candles. Something good. Banned. Look here, listen. I mean, it's the support. They were trying, and then just the longer it just stays there with no bids. Yeah, like hard to trust something called banned. I mean, and then it just breaks support. Almost runs straight down to 98 cents. Got as low as $1.04. But was at 119 earlier today. Wow. This is kind of the over and over and over looking at all these assets. This is what it is, man. Give me an audio check. Make sure we're good. Can you hear me? Kind of botched the audio on the intro because I had my freaking audio mixer down because I'm on my laptop, so I just don't have as much control and muscle memory in the process on this laptop that I do at home. So that'll all be good tomorrow, though. Wayne Batson, big shout out to him and Shaylin working together on that intro today. Sucks that I'm leaving tomorrow, but hey, just get Wayne Batson. Let's just do an inverse of that, okay? Where I'm going from Texas back to Miami, okay? Gotta have that too. Audio's alright. Alright. Nobody wants the Beanie Babies. Clearly. Clearly, these are Beanie Babies. I mean, you pick an S-Coin, I'll show you an S-Coin that probably already broke support. Poor GRT, right? I mean, it's still at 10 cents, so it's not over yet. But my God, this is hanging on by your, skin of your butt right here. That 10 cent low from December 2020. There it is. But the thing is, like, the market participants had already reconfirmed its validity as support. But the new data that was presented was a lower high or the same high as the previous high, and then, lower than before. So I just, you can clearly tell that if we have a bad macro day on the stock market, bye-bye altcoins. Yeah, bye-bye altcoins if the VIX pumps. The VIX, remember, what is the VIX? It is the kryptonite of all volatility. But they had sedated that with 0 days to expiration. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe we're running out of liquidity now. And I mean, just finally the sell-off has to happen. It's been non-stop for 7-8 months. It's crazy. No meaningful or significant pullback ever on like the S&P or the NASDAQ or the Qs. None. Just a straight line up. It needs to go back. You get that, right? I mean, like, retraces are extremely common. Common retraces, even shallow retraces need to happen. It's getting ridiculous. And unfortunately, this straight line up on the Qs is at the 886, 88% retrace. That's like literally the most perfect area for a common retrace to occur. So maybe we'll get it. How about VeChain? VeChain, terrible, dude. Right? You're just looking at this thing, understanding the trend is so miserable, and the most bearish thing you could ever dream of has already occurred just recently. Not just once, but twice. A level from 2018 has been regarded as resistance. The rejection of the 200-day simple moving average. I mean, this is it, probably, for VeChain. You think if you give me enough time, we're going to see less than a penny. We'll probably see 0.8 of 1 penny. Just patience. And you will receive if the TA is respected. I mean, it's incredible. It's just like you can't even make up how perfect and impeccable it is. It's like, look at the upthrust of that level and then the formal back test of upthrust locally right there. That is so good, man. Sign me up for a short with a stop loss above 2 cents. And let it ride, man. Let it ride all the way down to Chinatown. Pretty much China, right? Because, I mean, yeah, VeChain is like Chinese, right? Or something. Trying to remember, like, right? I mean, like, trying to keep information about almost scams in your mind. You're like limiting yourself because you can like keep other information in your mind. So you're like, okay, yeah, oh yeah, which one? What's the origin of this one? Of this Beanie Baby? Well, Pikachu's from whatever land, Okay, VeChain's from the same place Pikachu maybe is from. All right, Tezos too. It's just like, I mean, maybe you got a chance here. Maybe you got a chance. Maybe your fruit fly support at 73 cents will hold. But if it doesn't, easy target of 37 to 32 cents. You're hanging on for now. But my God, I mean, I get it. It's an extension harmonic, completing possibly on the weekly 3-day with a type 2 return. But the trend is so bad, dude. How about Atom? I don't know, it's been a minute. We looked at Atom. Dude, bad, right? The TA was already respected like the Jesus, dude, right? In a few days. And then I kind of think it's pretty cool how the reaction occurred with the limit buys and the bots. And then what, a formal bearish back test of the descending triangle that, you know, just confirming that what was once support is resistance, and now you're rolling over again and you're headed back down to 726. But this time you're not going to be as lucky, most likely. The first time with scalpers. Second time, I don't know if people are going to really be that interested in owning Atom, because those market participants that used to buy this stuff, I don't think they knew what it was. They don't really know what it is now. Okay. Atom. All right. You break 726. Then I think you're looking at either 520 or 350. Take your pick. It's still colossal downside. And all day we can look at all them. Dogecoin, you know, I mean, what's just happened? Oh, just your lowest high of all of them. You know, you're still above 6.5 cents, so that's kind of the breaking point. You know, below that, oof, could be a lot of downside, but just a bad day, down 5%, everything down. XRP's down. XRP's fine till it breaks 50 cents, breaks 46 cents. Just bleeding out, right? You had one day, and that was it, dude. That is not a good market to trade in. It's just not. And before that, I mean, May of 2022, June of 2023, over a year. You know, the weekly, monthly was pretty cool down here. A key support, double bottom. But it's still fine, okay? It's still like in its trend. The trend is still uptrending. Higher highs, higher lows consecutively. Okay. XLM getting wrecked. Look, I love the respect here of the level, right? From history. It's there. Some highs from 2022, May 2022. It's been support. And then the inflection point was resistance twice, right? Thrice. And then you broke it, and then the confirmation, the reconfirmation, I mean, it's like the validity, reconfirmation of the validity of an area that was once resistance is resistance again. So flushing, and today got as low as 12.2 cents, and it's at your lowest level since July 13th. And I guess just hanging on to a level from last year some. Don't really think these are great things at all. It's like Cardano. I haven't looked at it in a while. Dude, it's so bad. So bearish. Look at this. It's, yeah, up thrust, back test, up thrust. Now you're like back testing the bottom of the zone as resistance too. I mean, I think you'll go test to 23.9, 24 cents again. Based on the way this price action is, this is in a very bearish trend. And, you know, the target, it's been this way, I mean, probably since October. If you broke 37 cents, you were going to eventually see 12 cents. It's looking, based on all the time that's gone by and all the data presented, it still looks like 12 cents is on the table. For sure. Indiana Jones, dude. Wow.
A big howdy from down
That's
the
cowboy,
road in
man.
College Station. We have been watching for years and just wanted to say thanks for everything you've taught us, Mitch.
What's up, crypto wife? Thank you so much for the super chat and College Station. I mean, I was, you know, it's crazy. I stayed at the same place 2 years ago that I'm staying now, just to be able to go to that Alabama versus Texas A&M game, and we lost, and it was like, gosh, good God, man. You know, I just wanted to experience College Station and nothing but class over there. Nothing but class. We lost. Before the game, no one talked crap. After the game, not one person said one bad word to us as we were leaving, and we were surrounded by Aggies. So, you know, you're good people. I know y'all are good people over there. So thank you for the 20. So, continuing on, I think we'll be seeing y'all again. I mean, you know, in College Station this year. What's up, King of the Moon?
Thoughts on MTTR? Hope you are doing well, brother.
Yeah, King of the Moon, I'm doing well. We'll look at MTZR. Yeah, just kind of just been out in the world, hanging out with folks, left and right, all kinds of people. I mean, that's why you travel. You normally have it set up that way, so it's good. Because I work from home, man. You know, my people that work with me, my colleagues, Brad and Jalen, one's up way north and one's way west. You know, so it's can't have Christmas parties with them and their families and do all that stuff. Sorry. So, you know, just okay. So when I travel, set it up that way. But heck, I'd be staying in Texas longer if I would have thought about setting up a house sitter for my plants. I did that when I went to New York. But I just thought it'd be, you know, flash in the pan over here, bachelor party, and that's it. But man, I mean, like a lot of people over here want to hang out. It's like I gotta leave. Gotta leave. Let's go to Litecoin. Big yikes here. I mean, not looking to. I mean, it's still hasn't made a lower low yet. It's just, man, things are getting bleaker and bleaker, as you saw today. Your lowest price since June 19th. Yikes. Let's go to Ethereum. Knock it out. And hey, are we finally gonna get what we wished for, which was maybe, just maybe, the demand line and the 200-day moving average will be tested? You're very close, as you can see, right? Very, very close right there. But do we have the stones to take action? Man, there is just... You look at the macro, which is... I'm talking about the real macro, not Bitcoin. You look at some of these stocks, what happened today, it's very eye-opening. You just got to wonder, is it a joke, or is Michael Burry going to get paid, man? I think he's still about break even if he still owns those $1.6 billion worth of puts on the Qs and the Spider. So I guess that'd be a good segue into looking at the Spider. Lowest daily candle close on the S&P 500 ETF since July 11th. And yeah, I mean, you can't say, like, right? Bitcoin showing weekly bearish divergence. It's just real. These index funds showing bearish divergence, it's very real. I'm not claiming to say that it will certainly play out, because sometimes bearish divergence on significant time scales does not play out. But it's been there. It's been staring us in the face. I mean, I would say at least since July 19th, July 20th. There it is. It's there. Right? Don't kill the messenger. Don't get mad at me for just identifying the fact that every time we keep making a higher high, we're making lower levels on the oscillators. And this time, it was all happening at an inflection point, which is exactly where you're looking to identify Japanese candlestick reversals, bearish divergence, double tops, everything, right? Inflection points makes an argument so much stronger, and a failed bullish breakout and a gap down, I mean, that's just not good. So you never quite saw the 886 here, right? And you might in the future, but I'm just saying that was 466. That might have been it. That is a 60% retrace on B. So it could always be, someone interprets this as a cipher. I know Scott Carney doesn't like the cipher. The C word in harmonic trading is the cipher, I guess. But that does have the makings of a cipher with the 618 on B, the lower high on C, and the 786 on D. Let's see what happens. Either way, it's a Fibonacci node, right? It's a fib node, so there can always be reactions at 786s, even if it's not a complete harmonic, all right? So just remember that. Those are 786, 886. And you can, react to a 786, pivot eventually, and then run to the 886 later. And then you end up getting more bearish divergence or something. So, that's right, airdrop, that's right. And airdrop. Just be airdrop, dude. It's way easier. Come on, dude. Figure it out. Don't be redundant. Okay, see? Like, I'm not saying I would ever call or act like I know where an asset's going next. All I can do is read you the weather, right? What was the weather? It was cloudy with a chance of storms based on the information that existed from, the charts we read. Right? The bearish divergence, undeniable. It's there. It continued on. Kind of got violated pretty hard on the RSI, but you can't. That's why you have 2 or 3 oscillators to really see. You can't just get discouraged. Oh, the RSI completely valid, but the MACD, you can't. All right, it helped you after the false reading on the RSI. It happens sometimes, but it was real. It was 35,624 August 2021. It was also February 2022. So, okay, lowest daily candle close on the Dow Jones Industrial since July 18th, maybe even the 17th. And your target's most likely based on historical price action, 34,280, and that would really help fulfill the destiny of the that bearish divergence that was so well pronounced on the MACD histogram. All right, negative momentum building, highest level there since May 26th. Could continue. Okay, NASDAQ Composite. Really, I mean, you know, it was a nice day yesterday, but that's a bearish harami, chat. Yes, this is a very real, undeniable bearish harami. Depending, let's see what kind of fall through we get tomorrow. Yeah, I think if we get a lower daily candle close tomorrow than we saw today, it would be all but confirmed as a bearish harami. Probably a continuation in this situation. Ooh, continuation in this situation. I like that. Someone put that in the good idea folder. Sounds good. But look, the undeniable, the indubitable bearish divergence. No violation on this one, right? Perfect. Perfect. I mean, it's textbook RSI divergence. And then, of course, the MACD histogram just continued on as you floated higher at lower levels. So in this situation, you would think there's just really not much to see until maybe 13K. Yeah, there's a peak here. March 2021. Probably 13K. Below 14K. That's the way it's been. Anything above 13K, long enough, probably 14K. That happened. Took a while, but it happened. So this same thing. But really, I mean, it's just a red candle. Barely anything happened today, all right? So don't get ahead of yourself. Don't be scared. You never let emotion be there, but it just wasn't a good day today. IWM that just failed to break that 200 level has now officially touched $188.08, which is a level that you could see back from February 2022. That's being tested. I wouldn't even say, I mean, it's tested. Like, it's just is that a test, or is that just like, I don't know, someone showing up and not taking the test? It's just you're sitting at that support. If that level breaks, easy 178, 173. And look, just what's so sad about it? You know, this you'd have to consider this to be neutral because you have higher lows consecutively, but you certainly do not have higher highs. You only have the same highs or lower highs. So there is no bull trend. It is a no trend, and it is neutral. All right, been that way. QQQ technology. What was that all about? Is it good or is it what? I don't know. Maybe we ask G-Dog or Ali G. Hey, y'all hear good news? The guy who plays Ali G, they're bringing Ali G's. He's coming back probably. We're gonna have actual Ali G viewing streams. Okay, we're gonna psychoanalyze Ali G and what he says before and after we look at the TA. All right. So it's whack, right? Kind of in a good way, because again, no shallow or moderate retrace at all the whole year. Most hated rally. That's why. I mean, like, when there are no adequate pullbacks, not much of a level of value for anyone to reaccumulate or to add to their position, so they just don't, and it keeps on floating up, and eventually the chickens come home to roost, and a lot of times it happens at 886s. This is the largest W shape in the history of the stock market, or at least of the QQQ. Yeah, I mean, it's so far the reaction is real at the pattern completion zone or the price reversal zone. Not too much yet. Again, not really a bad. It's like 1%. Who cares? It's not a big deal. But just for today, below 370. 370. It's kind of a peak from 2021, but it really is a peak from February 2022 and March of 2022. You pretty much broke that yesterday, and then today you gapped down, and that is another bearish harami. Or you could call that a bearish inside bar. That's the other way you would say it. Some people don't like Harami. In crypto, I like calling it bearish Harambes to pay respect to the our fallen ally, our gorilla friend. So below 370, you just have a target of 342. Unless you look at this channel and you really hold weight on it, then you could be looking at like 354 or something. It's a really nice channel though, like top side and bottom side. And really the heart line has some really good respect. I mean, that's probably the way it's being interpreted. Look, just too much respect, and you broke that heart line. So why not at least 354 target? If things get bad, then 340. Definitely a bearish Harambe. Yeah, I'll take it, dude. I'll take it. Let's write a book. The first chapter, bearish Harambes and what they mean. Okay, so here it is. Here's your volatility index. What a pump. Highest daily candle close since August 4th. Really not a big deal. This thing's dead. They have figured out how to manipulate it into the dirt to where it just will never spike. Because if it did, then, I mean, like, people in the government and the Fed are screwed, right? So they don't want to be screwed. They're not gonna let it happen. So it's cool that it pumped today. I mean, cool, you know, whatever. Just don't expect it to last long, all right? That's the VIX. After just recently seeing its lowest level since 3.5 years. Yep, below the 200 moving average. I mean, there's no trend here that is bullish. Just a bunch of chop. Okay, all right. So that was that kind of drove the market in a way, but you do have, unfortunately, you know, like Rite Aid. Gotta look at it, man. It's real sad. I mean, nice wedge breakout. Certainly a measured move of the wedge was achieved, and look at this, man. How perfect. Like if an asset's gonna break out of a consolidation structure, you normally want to see it. You know, what would be considered respecting TA? I mean, like respecting a level. That's what TA in a way means. Like it just goes to the next level. That's all it did. The asset ran to 313, and at the same time, the 200-day simple moving average. And that was it, man. That was literally it. I mean, you have to go back, dude. Is that, or was that? No, that was the new. Oh my God, dude! It's been so already new all-time lows. So testing that resistance. And then reversing there, and that was it. And you just, I mean, it's gone. I mean, like those 3 pump days are gone already. It's like a crypto. This is just like crypto. Same trend, same price action. Let's just look at, like, I mean, other losers today. Farfetch. Let's just think about it. I mean, like, cool that it confirmed a bottom, a higher low. Could have maybe been a shark too. But the issue is, like, that's great and all when that happens in May, but then the new data presenting itself tells us what we need to know, and it is a substantially lower high than the previous high, right? So just because you double bottom or you bottom out in a downtrend does not represent a trend reversal. You have to make consecutive higher highs, higher lows. Did that happen on Farfetch? No. So just another rejection of the 200 moving average, just another, and now kind of your first like back test, bearish back test and up thrust of the March 2020 low. I mean, that is now, you're below, anytime you're below that, there's a gap fill at 438, and then after that 374, which is I think the all-time low. I mean, that's probably where you could be headed. One of those two levels is the target. The targets. Speaking of targets, how about target itself? Obliterated today. Lowest daily candle close on target since July of 2020. So 3-year lows, over 3-year lows today on target. And remember, if it that was amazing, right? Bear pull, bear flag. And it was so incredible. I mean, this is TA respect beyond TA respect. Like, you have the low from late June of last year, 2022. It was successfully regarded as resistance not once but twice. The confirmation high, we always look for confirmation, whether it's a high or a low. That happened, and look at you now. And your target is all the way down at 107, but you could be finding yourself all the way at 90 when this is all said and done. So remember, it was over. It was really over. You confirmed a top, But then it all was sealed in April of 2022 with the lower high, right? Distribution. Less market participants involved than before after already confirming a top. That was it. And then really break into 22 is another big cutoff. Like you wouldn't want to, and then it's just gaps down on garbage earnings, and then just sideways consolidation. Clearly not enough market participants to rival the previous high, which is what needs to happen for trend reversals. And now marking down to, again, 3-year lows. Could someone queue up the GUH? Someone queue up the GUH, please. Thank you. GUH's in the chat. Absolutely terrible. Speaking of terrible, how about PayPal? Yeah, not so much of a pal today. If you liked this, it was interesting. You know, it was. I'd not looked at it in a while. About the time someone requested it, we look at it. It's up here, and it's like, dude, you can't really do anything because of earnings. Yeah, though it's above that level. Let's see if we survive earnings and we stay above that level, maybe. And then nah, it just collapsed. And look at it now. This massive bearish Marabazoo. Wow, what a beautiful bearish Marabazoo right there. Complete seller domination from the open to the close with no wicks. And Marabazoo, like Japanese for a scalped head, like bald, right? Get it? No wick. The wick would be the hair for the Japanese in the situation, that example. That's what they call it, man. So rivaling that low from late May. And guess what? There's just... Do you understand why the target is $42.61 or at least $45? This is a gap fill, but it's a gap that has not been filled. It is open, and it's back from April of 2017. So we're going like 6 years ago. That's where you're headed. Unless a miracle happens. This is like a lower high like this, and that price action just reconfirms the trend you're in, which is bearish trend. All the solar stocks, they're done, dude. They're screwed. They're making 52-week lows or more. SunPower, great example of one. What a loser. I mean, you hadn't seen prices like this on SunPower since August 2020. So we're talking 3-year lows. Look at this level. What happens if this doesn't hold, man? This high from 2017. It's a long way down. Hey, you got a couple peaks around there, but that's really bad. Spotify made, I think 52-week lows. It made its lowest low since April. What was it? April, yep. There it is. Pretty nasty. 135.58. That's a low from 2018 broken. Most of the time, what happens? 111. There could be a lot more downside here. Just some nasty gaps. Don't know if they're going to be filling anytime soon. Virtually a bearish Marabazoo here too. It's ugly, man. Very, very ugly. I mean, energy got hit. Just everything got hit today. Doesn't matter what it was looking like, how good it was looking yesterday. This everything took a hit, you know. So let's look at Carvana, you know, because it had been doing that. It's still fine, really. I mean, way elevated. But guess what? From this high to this low, that's a 98%, 99% retrace. But that's a W shape completed, man. X, A, B, C, D. You're at the end. You're on the tail end. You're at the end of the complex wave structure. So that's like, yeah, probably gonna react pretty well here. You're below $40.20. Is that a joint? No, it's just a key inflection point of sorts from 2018, 2019, and even 2022. You're below that now. Forgot to look at HE, which was Hawaiian Electric Industries yesterday. Very, very bad. It's up 6.5% after hours, but it was down another 31% today. Maddening type of price action. But you can't tell me that someone wasn't in the know. There was someone out there that gave us one of the most beautiful 3 falling peaks patterns ever. It was gorgeous.
$NWL please. Spring Baptist from 2020, peace sign.
We'll do it. Wait. 10 times trading member requests, right? It's like there's a reason why it's here. It's just there, man. I don't know, dude. Like, right? I'm crowdsourced, dude. I don't get money from affiliate marketing or YouTube monetization, or like I don't take sponsorships from anyone ever in 5.5 years, right? So it's like, okay, if that's the case, fine. $15 minimum. Who could complain about that? It'd be insane to complain about that, with knowing that I don't take money from any other source, right? It's just you. Okay, so thanks, dude. Here it is, right? I mean, just that 3 revolving peaks, and then the bonus. Like, I think these are just bonus points for bearishness, right? If this was bullish, it'd be insane, right? If you flip this chart over, look at this, like double topping at the 200 moving average, rejecting it. It's like, these moves were happening before the fire. That's what's scary. Like, do you understand how scary that is? Before the fire, there was someone out there offloading an unbelievable amount of HE. Normally it's just like, oh, okay, it's just at a price and it's fine and no big deal. But this seems like, I mean, someone was predicting this. Someone knew. How? How did that happen? That it was collapsing and made its lowest candle close in 5 years, was falling off a cliff, and then the fire happens. Bro, that's freaking nuts. Okay, I don't even, no one's even talk about that. I mean, the chart, what was going on before the dump.
See no evil monkey.
See no evil monkey. Yeah, dude. We'll look at it. Thank you, dude. Appreciate the empathy and understanding, all right? Scary stuff. But yeah, dude, across the board, dude, just a bad day. Let's look at some of these bank stocks, man, because if you thought the whole thing, you remember March? Remember St. Patrick's Day? Banks are like collapsing. It is the craziest story of the year for the most part in terms of financial markets, and the nightmare is not over. I think they recovered. No, maybe not. A little bit. Nope. Look at your PAC W. I mean, okay, we've had a good. All right, so this was the day, March 14th. That was the day that the Federal Reserve put about, in that coming 2 weeks, that 2-week period, about $500 billion back on the balance sheet. And this is all you got. What is that? A lower low, a rally, and then another lower high than the previous high. And now you're rolling over again. Anything below 943, you cannot be surprised if we see a $5 target. $5 here. Straight down and up and down and up. And then guess what? Down. Yep. I would definitely believe. This is like, look, you're in a bearish trend, right? And then you see the wave structure. It's there. I mean, it's not. It's like it's very real. Look, 886. That's a textbook bearish bat pattern. Textbook crazy reaction, right? That day, it just rallied, and look at it, man. You just it's a bearish continuation and a garbage trend on an asset that will probably not exist soon. Federal Reserve intervention was the only thing that saved it. They might have to come back in again. Wow. Change that to teal because our bats are teal. Yeah. Wow. Oh yeah, I had it. All right, let's see. But look at like CMA. Oh my God. CMA at its lowest price, since like mid-July. Not really a big deal. And dude, so pathetic that a gap fill could never happen. You were close. So pathetic that a test of the 200 simple moving average could not occur before rolling over. Wow. I mean, you're thinking probably back to $38.40, if not $30, $33. Crazy. Sophie. Yeah, heading on down to $7.91. Once $7.91 breaks, going back down to $5. Yeah, nice. I mean, that was really pretty, right? How it looked, and it's like Wyckoff accumulation, and then it's over. Could very well be over. Lowest daily close since July 7th. All right. Yeah, then you go to the megas too, the majors. Oh God, Bank of America, man. Like, what is this level? Why do I plot these trend lines? Not for fun. They're not. It's not fun doing it. It's just you do it because those are levels from history where reversals have happened on the upside and downside, and then it happened again. Just happened again, late July. So yeah, it looks like, I mean, in this zone, man, I mean, probably $25 never happened, but negative momentum at its highest level since March, lowest RSI since late June, 200-day moving average rejected again, lower high, lowest high.
$NFLX, head and shoulder in the making.
What's up, Infinite Paradox? Thanks, dude. Yeah, we'll look at Netflix. Sure, yeah, absolutely. Again, I'm just like kind of, I do the beginning of the stream. I try to like just go through some stuff that happened in the markets, things valuable, and then we get into requests a little bit later and stuff. So, we'll do it, okay? Key Corp. Yeah, that flag, I mean, it didn't really turn into, it turned into something else, ended up being something like that. But yeah, you're just, forget that. You're heading back down to 989. That's that low from March. So even, oh yeah, look, it's the low from February 2016. It's the peak. Oh my God, dude. It is such a real level. 2009, 2010, 2011. If you break that, I mean, this time around, probably going to be real bad. Downtrend continues on these. So, it's just, what do you do, man? Orange juice futures, chat. It's the key to the universe. Orange juice futures. You will never stop orange juice futures. That has just retested the 1.618 fib extension, $311.05. Probably all-time highs again in a few days, a week or two, like it will not be stopped, it will not be denied. It will at one point, but you just don't know when, man. These things there's never been a chart in the history of anything that's ever just gone straight up like this, to this degree, exponentially, right? They all end bad, blow off tops. So you just got, when's the blow off top? Don't know, man. But, just in like, but then you had like silver and gold, or silver was up at least, well, hold on, the new day. So just another, below $23, I don't think you want to own it. I don't think, it's not a good spot. It's not where you want to be. Maybe hidden bullish divergence, dude. It's just it's too choppy, man. There's not enough liquidity to get assets that this type of market cap, $1.5 trillion market cap on silver, $10 trillion on gold. Too much is required to keep these things going, man. And I don't really like that at all. You're maybe the second low. Maybe if you're lucky, the 200-day is defended and the 1900 support is defended. Dude, below 1900, you're going all the way back down to 1800. So this is a big deal. It's really unfortunate. A falling wedge pattern underperforms and is unable to get its measured move. It's not a large pattern. That's concerning. That's underperformance. That's weakness. So this is it, man. You want to cue up the critical area song, 1900. No edge in sight. Your stake futures, remember, this is a trade setup. I know, man, it's crazy. I'm crazy for posting this, right? But all I did was look at the fact that it looks like a rising wedge, and like the way I'm like interpreting it, and I could be completely wrong in a week or two, whatever, was just the fact that, like, you made a high, then a dump, you gapped down like that, and then you rallied all the way back up, and where you topped out was just so pathetic. It was slightly higher, slightly is like weakness, man. That's like everyone's tired. The buyers just can't really get it going. And then you solve again. You make a higher low. Yeah, you back test the level of support. You rally again. Then it's just like the same high as that weak high that was slightly higher than the first high. And then again, you're just like, what? Now it's like the buyers can't even break that level. You can't make a higher high. It's just super stagnant. And you're at maybe this demand line. You're breaking in. It's like, okay. And then here's what's all of that, this kind of reinforces the price action that you're looking at, right? Really helps. Classic, Class A, Class B bearish divergence, because they became the same. Yeah, that's definitely like triple Class B bearish divergence. Okay, so I mean, just bad day, man. Gasoline futures, wow, gasoline futures down 8.5%. Yeah, 8.5%. I guess that's good. This is the national average for the pump. You know, gas at the pump. So just gapping down above the 200 moving, and it's really not bad. No technical damage was really done, even being down this much. Right, you had to take out the previous low, and that was from May 9th, and that was still a lot lower, 30 cents lower. Long way to go. Wheat, oh my God, man, miserable. Like just it's like a repeat. It's like a freaking rerun. It was like maybe it was gonna hold 636. Nah. Confirmation of distribution, confirmation of lower highs, confirmation of a level from history is resistance. And then, yeah, you're rolling over. You're getting real close, man. It's too perfect. Kind of a higher high on C. But this is like a deep retrace on B. You could imagine a 1272 to a 1618. 426 target below 636. Right? It's over, dude. I mean, it's over for wheat. This was the start of the Ukraine war. And look at us now. About corn, man. What's corn doing up? Shoot, dude. Isn't it crazy, right? This little guy. Just the beautiful structure, and then the scam, liquidity grab, and then resuming as is, right? Yeah, you knew it. They were sewing out. It was, dude, this looks just like HE, except excluding the scam pump, right? The one more time, stop everyone out before a continuing lower. But look, I mean, back test, resistance as resistance, and look at you now. This is a bearish Marbazoo, and it's the lowest daily candle close on corn futures, literal corn futures, since January 25th, 2021. But technically multi-year lows, and a support broken. Could be seeing 458 corn. What about the soybeans? Bro, soybeans, bro, it was bad, man. I mean, like, buyers defended, inverted hammer, but then here's the context, right? Only bad. Only
I'd appreciate
only
your thoughts
bad.
on CUDOS. Cheers from the UK.
What's up, Politicus? Thank you so much for $25.40 super chat. Thank you. Yeah, we'll look, sure. So look, I mean, Politicus, do you understand what's happening? There was a beautiful rising wedge played out, and then support, and then if 1289 is taken out, I mean, you're going to resume the downtrend with a fresh lowest low of the downtrend, 1200 to 1185. Way lower. Okay, this cycle's over. I mean, the way it looks, it's like soybeans had it. Imagine Bitcoin goes on its run in 2020. If this was the Bitcoin chart, this right here would be 65K, this would be 30K, and this would be 69K. In a way, it's just a fractal. 69K. Well, you know what happens right next if it just repeats the fractal that Bitcoin did? Goes down to 30K again, then eventually makes its way to $15,500, which would be probably 787, 843. Soybeans are done, man. Food commodities, on paper, wrecked. The sad news is, nothing you buy is cheaper.
$1 monthly, 3-day. Would like to check out higher time scales.
What's up, Charizard, dude? Yeah. We'll look at that. Thank you, dude, for supporting the channel, man. Like, you tip, like, to support this channel, man. Like, I'm doing what I can to provide value with an analysis. Okay? If you don't do it, no one else will. All right? So, about cotton futures, it's sideways. Chop City, man, could be probably making its way to 77.60 again. All right. Lumber futures is delisted or something. Wow. What about feeder futures for cattle? This looks like a great short probably. Like this, the stagnation, man. Like the absolute sheer exhaustion. You can't argue. You're making, look, you made a high. Then you made this pathetically slightly higher high. Then you made the same high. And there's not even positive momentum there. That is so bearish, man. That's like class A plus bearish divergence. You just, and then on the RSI, it's very real every time. I mean, it's like class A into B. So, can't be that surprised if a pullback's coming soon on feeder cattle futures, right? With the cattle eat to be fed. Can't be that weird of an idea if we're looking at cattle futures itself, and it looks, I mean, it's a trade setup, it's a short trade setup. All right, we'll get to these requests. We had a few lining up. I got a dinner plan tonight with a friend. Ooh, I gotta log in to my stream elements. Hope you're all having a good day, though, at least. I mean, I know the market. Again, we're just at levels where it's just, you can't be surprised. There hasn't been a retrace, a real one, in 7.5, 8 months, whatever. It's crazy. Okay, so the first one on the list today was King of the Moon MTTR. All right, here it is. Matterport Incorporated. My God, man. Very bad. Very, very bad, right? I mean, you're talking like only lose, only bearish, right? Only lower highs, lower lows forever. And unfortunately, the most recent discernible event on this chart is the lowest high ever. That happened. Lowest high ever. Shark, man, like a bearish shark of sorts. It's like, look, confirmation low. Okay, that's fine. Rally happens, and then the new data presents itself, letting us know still a loser. Below the 200 moving average, down 3.3% today. Lowest daily candle close since May 4th. My God, this music sounds like what it would, I guess what it would sound like if you were falling into like the void. Yeah. That's MTTR heading down to 222 to 238. So what is it? I mean, like those are just the next like probably key levels. Like you see them, right? They're the lowest lows ever. So they've never been tested before. So, you know, a test, the first test, 8.3% downside, all the way up to 14% downside. Very bad. Very, very bad. Thanks again, King of the Moon. NWL for 10 times trading. Noel Brands. Very bad. Wow. Wow, dude. Oh my God, dude. Well, I mean, a nice harmonic, how it played out, right? But that, you know, after the fact, I mean, this is massive underperformance, right? Aggressive harmonic targeting is normally like top of the harmonic. So this go into just $30 and then rolling over to make fresh lows is just bear trend stuff. The bear trend continues. What has just recently happened, I mean, talking in the past few days, NWL, what was once a resistance support from 2020, that's the COVID crash low. Look at this, 2011. That's it. That's all you need to know. Straight down, straight up. This was the back test, the first back test. It didn't have, you had to get it. The selling stalled just for a retest, and now it is confirmed. And so that means, I mean, if that's what we're seeing, it could be like a double test or whatever later, but why not? Look at the trend. There's nothing here that would tell you that a reversal is coming anytime soon. If anything, that piece of data right there that just happened implies way lower prices, probably, or at least a retest of the low you put in, the lowest low you put in from late June. But if the trend is I mean, your trend is your friend, and it performs well, and you're looking probably at your lowest lows of the downtrend. NWL. What did you say? Spring back test from 2020. I would say a bearish back test. So that we would call it's really like an up thrust and back test. Look, you have an up thrust. Oh, look at that beautiful bearish abandoned baby. If you don't want to call it a bearish abandoned baby because it's too close to the wicks, there's no like actual gap, you could just call it a shooting star reversal. And then look, as you can see, the price action correlating to that level. There it is. That's all you need. All you need. Up thrust, back test of up thrust. 1102. Why? Why 1102? Because look, man, 2009, and then the valley from 2011, right there. Scale it out. It looked all crazy, but you know, even here, I mean, it's like a bearish back test of March 2020 low. Yeah, and that was just like one insane day. You can see like what makes the most sense is the stuff from way further back in history. Okay, not good, man. Not good at all. Netflix reinvented paradox, man. Okay, here you go. Cue up your Netflix. I know someone's gonna be like, "Oh, is that a Head and Shoulders?" I mean, yeah. I mean, it looks kind of like one. Sure. Certainly was bearish divergence. I mean, it just exists, man. It's just there. Hold on a sec, man. What is that? The high, then the higher high at resistance, lower levels, bearish divergence. But then now, after the bearish divergence, you had a rally and then a lower high that rivaled that left shoulder. So someone could be like, yeah, it's a textbook head and shoulders pattern. It's potential. The neckline hasn't broken. The neckline's at 413. So you got to wait. But yeah, I mean, like in terms of a channel here, you understand that you were like overbought. You were overshooting overbought territory. You were breaking out of the channel, but you're right back in it. As David Weiss talks about and trades about to happen. These things out like when they do occur, when the breakouts of the upsloping channels occur, a lot of times they don't last. So this one didn't last, and now you might be presenting a momentum shifting pattern where the bears are possibly taking control of the asset, at least for the short term, at least for a pullback to maybe get oversold in the uptrend, right? I mean, the demand line so far, like talking like 360s, 200-day moving average down there, supports down there. I mean, there is this is where the asset's at. It's like holding on to this high from 2018. It's all about that. Below that, 386. Below that, 335. Below that, shoot, dude, 236. So, yeah, it could be a head and shoulders going on. A failed breakout of a channel. Could see some whipsawing all the way down to the bottom of the channel. Just can't be that surprised. What a run it's been on. It's been a great run. A beautiful channel, dude. Wow. Head and shoulders in the making, he says. I mean, possibly. It's pretty small. Pretty small structure. I'm not going to call it that. I'm just saying, you know what happens below 420, the key level. And, the whatever, you're overbought. Anyway. Kudos. Politicus wants to see Kudos. Coming up from the UK, mate. Alright, I guess I'll look at kid is. Doing a British accent, sweat on, and it looks like I got a beautiful double bottom, mate. Yeah, it's like, dude, 18,000 scams out there. Yeah, they're not all gonna dump. There's gonna be some that are so illiquid, so unheard of, that they're probably algos and bots not even hooked up to them, dude. So they just, like Hex would do that too. Alright, here you go. 4.8 tenths of 1 cent, I guess you would say. 4/100ths, whatever. You'd say like the low, and then this candle high close. That's the zone, and that's what you've done. So you've hit a new level. or you've hit the level, right? From the bottom, you've gone straight to the top. So what do you want? I mean, like, the breakout point is probably above 0.5 of 1 cent. Yeah, bottomed out, man, for now. But this is not a low risk area by any means. It's just not. You'd wait for a pullback of sorts. You'd be buying high if you bought now, right? Because one does not simply buy at resistance. That's buying high always when you buy at resistance. That's all we have to talk about. Yeah, maybe look, dude, it looks like potential double bottom. Well, then fine, break out, and then we'll talk. Have your alert set up on Kudos. But still, why even have your alert set up, dude? It's Kudos coin, man. This is the first time in human history I've ever heard of this joke, dude. Look on the 8s. No, we missed it. What? I don't even know, man. All right. Well, that was let's go to Zcash, and that was the last request. He said, look at the 3 day. Look at Zcash. Yeah, dude, it's crazy, right? Look at this. I mean, the bots were there. The algos, the scalpers, whoever, they were there. They had them set up already before this dump happened. 2630-ish, 2660. What is it? Well, just go back December of 2019, and there it is, clear as day. He wants the 3-day though. All right, the 3-day. Bearish engulfing candle confirmed in less than a day. We do have a new day upon us, and whatever, it still looks fine. I mean, it's a wedge that's broken out at the basement, and buyers are at least defending this support. They're not defending Dash. Dash support's broken. Zcash, hold on, below 2630. It's really sketchy, dude. Look, it's not just that level. It's the level from 2017. Like, this is it, you know? I mean, set up your stops below 2634 and forget about it, you know, if you own it. Like, because if you get stopped out, there's no point owning it. But if somehow buyers defend this is the lowest risk area of all time for Zcash. You can't get lower of risk than this. Lower risk, meaning like you can manage your risk so well because you're so close to the level to where if it falls below that level, you get stopped out with minimal losses. And that's what it's all about. It's risk management 101. All right, so you tell me, Chad. I mean, what? Well, 200 likes. Wow, dude. It's not doom and gloom stream. How's it doom and gloom stream? It's just reality stream. Like what? I mean, people just label reality as like something. Okay, dude. Dude, look at Shiba though. Okay, so we're doing the request. Like completely unaffected. Like completely unaffected. Like look at the 3-day on Shiba, man. Like what are you worried about on this one? Like kind of the only one that you felt strong about. Like really, I mean, the only one that was like, okay, man, it's like down there, it's doing. This was what like Band was doing, and just no one would buy it. Crazy, man. I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's our whole community is just keeping it propped up or something. Maybe, I don't know. But up 40% or maybe 35% now from the entry of the trade setup. So yeah, Charizard. Hopefully that makes sense, dude. Yeah, Bitcoin's down 1%. Doom? No, there's no doom. It's just the altcoins down. Some of them down like 8 to 10+%. That's reality. How's that doom and gloom? Just looking at it. Anthony, we expect nothing, right? All we do is look at the variables, and the variables can imply certain outcomes. And there were certain things going on where it implied that there was exhaustion from buyers after a long run, and pullback happened, but it's so mild. It's not even really turned into anything crazy yet. So I've been live for an hour and 11 minutes. So I think I'm just going to wrap it up, conclude my Texas campaign with the peoples, and yeah, I'll just leave you to it. See if we get a better day tomorrow. Maybe we get some bids, but we got some, remember, bearish haramis on these index funds. So we'll see if they catch any fall through tomorrow. Hoping not, of course, hope, but hope does nothing. So I will just be back. So until next time, respect the TA from Texas.